good to have dreams.
Dreams, yes. Delusions?
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Axel Rose, the Shogun with the slogan. And if you don't know where it's been, you don't know where it's going. And yes, I am back with another video. Now, I hope your Black Friday was darker than Flavor Flav of the light switch shelf. But now it is time to get into some of that gaming news. And yes, people, by the way, this video is sponsored by Zobi70. Let's go. Now, recently, some very interesting information regarding the PlayStation 4's internal hardware just leaked in a document online. And it's so steakhouse juicy, it's already got the Xbots foaming and dribbling at the mouth like there was courtside seats with Michael Jordan. So apparently the 7th core on the internals of the PlayStation 4 have been unlocked for developers to use. And this is all speculative because it hasn't been confirmed or actually announced by Sony themselves. It only comes via a leak. But if this is true, it definitely goes along the whole, winning vibe that Sony have been on since the beginning of this console generation. Now, bearing this new rumor in mind, what could be the new possibilities of the PlayStation 4 while it's utilizing new boost in performance of this core? Could it deliver a gaming experience that was overall and raw? Or would it be dropping it down for the gaming server 4? Oh no, these lyrical rhymes while I'm reporting, but oh no. To be serious, people, what could be the new possibilities of the PlayStation 4? Now, when we initially hear news like this, we'd obviously expect a boost in performance, especially since that's been the hot topic of this generation so far. Everything's been about resolution and performance and frame rates and all that great stuff. So we'd obviously expect a core being unlocked to boost that in some way, shape or form. And sorry about that. Not just for existing titles, but for new ones as well, and vice versa. And another thing that is often overlooked is that VR is right around the horizon. Now, one thing that Sony have made a big deal of and promised is that there will be reduced latency, which is one of the things that have put people off VR in the first place. And since games like Assassin's Creed or games that run very easily on similarly spec PC sometimes have trouble running on a PlayStation 4, maybe this extra core was unlocked for VR. And maybe this was always, maybe this was always part of the plan. Because Sony have been very calculated and strategic in their conduct this generation. So this being for VR couldn't be too out of the question. And Xbox fanboys are on the sidelines hating because their console looks like Atari and they're doubting the power of this 7th core. Now, it may not move mountains and get every game up to 1080p 60 frames per second, but if you look at promises from Microsoft like DirectX 12 and the cloud, which we are still waiting on, like to say we work at Olive Garden, which we do not. It's very hypocritical. I just see it as very hypocritical. Now, once again, this didn't officially come from Sony themselves, but usually when we see these kind of leaks, they usually come true. Like, remember the unveiling of the PlayStation Slim 3, where we saw the bootleg markets where the bootleg models in the Philippines or Thailand, and then eventually it was announced at E3 and many other things like that, you know? So Xbox fanboys, you know, you really need to lay off just, you know, the disbelief and the whole Sony needs to be relevant thing. I mean, how can Sony be copying Microsoft to be relevant when they're ahead in the console war? What the fuck? Now, Sony own over half of the current generation home console market, so them being relevant is hardly an issue. As a matter of fact, for when there are terrorist attacks on foreign countries and the PlayStation 4 is being mentioned in conjunction with those attacks, whether it's false or not, relevancy is definitely not a problem. The PlayStation 4 is making national news. Do you know how good that, like how amazing that advertising were? People were probably at home like, I need to get myself a PlayStation 4. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft need to get themselves that relevant. Maybe they'd be able to sell over 500,000 copies of a world famous franchise like Tomb Raider in the opening week. Don't blame that shit on Fallout, man. I guess they're gonna have to wait to the next PlayStation exclusive to sell well, so they can, you know, get some relevancy from quipping in there. Oh, congratulations for Bloodborne selling another 1 million copies. Yeah. But anyway, let me know what you think. Could Sony even be boosting up the PlayStation 4 because of the imminent arrival of the NX? You know what I'm saying? Which is a possibility. So yes, people, shout outs on the screen. Make sure you like, comment, share this video. You know what I'm saying, people? Grow this community up in here. And yeah, holler at your boy. Peace.